What's up, everyone? Flashcraft. That's right. It's Beau here, sitting on the, I guess, currently depowered, deflamed. The fire's out on the netherite throne, but that does not mean it's any less powerful and or evil. It's just that for the moment, we're kind of going back into build mode here. So obviously, much has been done. This hodgepodge of a layer has worked out really, really well. I love that light up there. It lets me know anytime any of our farms from up above are working. But see, that's the thing. It goes off a lot more these days because the farms are actually working very, very well. In fact, right now I've got a ton of different things. I've actually kind of just torn down some of the boxes for what I'm about to tell you, but I've got melons, pumpkins, honey. We're going to get sugarcane up there in the very near future. We've got, of course, the iron farm coming in. Basically, what I have created, or the problem that I've kind of created, is that it's working so well that it's becoming hard to keep up with, which means I'm finally going to be able to do something I've wanted to do for quite some time, and that is to get an item sorter, an automatic item sorter for all the various farms here at Mount Zoom. This should hopefully kind of bring a little bit also too of like order to the design here, because this has always just been a hodgepodge. I think when it's all said and done, this is going to just look a lot more, planned, thought through. I'm not sure. But yeah, I've never built one of these before. I'm kind of excited to get started, a little nervous. Got Eobard with me to give me courage, to help me, to give me that future vision that I need, and we will see what happens. So let's jump into it and yeah, let's see how it turns out. All right, and just kind of a quick update. I'm actually kind of surprised this worked out. I thought at first it was going to be on the floor, but then I figured that, you know what, if I do a really simple design, originally this was going to be kind of like a silo type situation, and I changed it up. So now it's just a silo on the bottom, and you kind of know once it's completely filled up at the top, and then the rest of it, I don't think that's really necessary. The back end portion isn't fully made out yet, obviously, but this is kind of the beginning of kind of what needs to be here until the filter system can go in. And then once that's done, I'll need to run hoppers behind and through the wall, which I believe go right there. In the meantime, everything else is still running. It's just all funneling there. This is going to give me a lot of peace of mind, because what I found was that just these melons really do, it just produces a ton of melons a lot faster than I really realized. So this should be good. I'm also thinking I've got some space here, which is good, because with the reduced size, I can do a lot more. So I'm thinking that not only will there be sugarcane, but also maybe cactuses. I think I'm curious if I can create a similar design for both sugarcane and cactuses, possibly bamboo as well. I don't know. And then just kind of a catch-all for anything that doesn't go through the system. So yeah, it's coming together. I had to move the time machine down below to kind of make room, and I also reprogrammed the time machine so that now it's got a yellow thing going. So that's there. This entire thing is going to have to be restructured. I'm going to have to clear out basically everything that was. This is going to be the hodgepodge nature of things is going away. Like this is going away, that's going away. The elevator system is gone, so we'll have to figure out how to get down below and back up top. But you know what? Let's just keep on powering and see what we can do here. All right, so yeah, I think this is good. I think this is good. Now this is kind of funny. I should show this real quick. We're about to test and see if this actually works, but I was trying very hard because I knew this was going to bulge out a little bit, which obviously it did. And I was trying to keep the redstone of the door together, but then a creeper came and blew it like super early on. So yeah, that ended up, I guess, doing me a favor maybe by allowing me to be like, you know what? I'm just not even going to worry about the redstone of the door, and we're going to just rebuild this whole front face of Mount Zoom at some point. So who cares? But as you can see, yep. All the back end redstone is in place of this item sorter, which is probably more spread out. But the reason why it is because I've got this little kind of lighting system, which hopefully will work and hopefully will make sense as we see it go. And at the moment, it only wraps around to this side because my farms only include these items. Now, I do have a temporary overflow chest set up right here which will eventually be replaced with this whole second half once I get my farms built for these items and possibly one more, if not more than that. So yeah, one way or the other. This is, I mean, like, we're not going at the moment for form. We're sticking primarily with function. And I think we need to test this. So let's see. I'm trying to be mindful. I've got this giant open hole, so I've been sleeping a lot to make sure that we don't have any creeper situations in the meantime. And so it's kind of making me nervous. I really just want to like test this, make sure it works, and then worry about, you know, not dying. Okay, let's see. If I was a bit higher up, let me just okay. All right, so this right here, this is actually the hopper system that goes all the way up from my farms and has been bringing it to this one box. So we're just trying to get the piping right, doing everything wrong. Okay, so, okay. Yes. All right, so this is it. This is when we need to, we're going to go ahead and unhook the system. You can't fight the system. Okay. Boom. And then, boom, and nope. Come on. Okay. And then let's get rid of this. And then I don't think there's anything else. Okay, so let's see now if it's working. You can see I actually coated everything on the back here with the, you know, I was getting confused before and I wanted to make sure everything was working. All right, so let's see. Okay, Eobard, please tell me it's working, buddy. Let's see what we got. Okay, all right, so that's good. The melons are the most like productive like item of all the farms, so it would make sense. It's making me a little nervous that nothing else is lighting up, but let's see what happens. Come on. Okay. Possibly more melons. All right, if that blinks one more time, I'm just going to go check that and see if everything's going there. Come on, system. Come on, system. Now, yes. Okay, all right, great. So that means, yes, good. And then this. All right, melons, I guess, yeah, that's a little concerning that stone would pop up there. Okay, the string. The thing, pumpkins, poppies, and yeah, this is kind of this. I need to actually clear out all of these to be fair. Okay, good. Yep. All right, the melons are coming through, and what about my overflow chest? All right, and nothing's ending up there. That's great. This works. All right, let me sleep really fast. Because like I said, I'm super nervous right now with this giant hole right here. It's interesting, with the saloon being completely built, I went ahead and moved everything out. And as you can see, I changed the direction of the UFO to face Mount Zoom, because I thought, you know, instead of putting a nether portal in Mount Zoom, I might just keep the UFO here as essentially just kind of the entry into this area. Because you can always just kind of glide. And once the face of Mount Zoom is rebuilt, it'll be little bit nicer. Now, I may have kind of a hidden rail system going between Mount Zoom and the saloon, but that is a project for the future. Is this working? Wow. All right, so let me show you this. That right there, that light used to represent anything coming down the system. Everything was plugged in there, and so this is where I could sit here next to Eobard on the netherite throne. I could AFK and basically know everything was working because that light was lighting up. Now, all of these lights let me know what is coming through the system. And as you can see, there's two. Now, at one point I thought I'd do a full silo, but the way this essentially works is that when the bottom portion is filled and is, you know, full, that light will be done. If that light is filled up, that means the whole thing is filled up and it really needs to be emptied out. So I'm foreseeing, because the melons are so much more, I'm making more melons than I'm making anything else. I'm thinking I need to open up some sort of melon shop or like snack shop or something like that in Central City, so that I can have some place to put all these melons, because obviously those are the ones that are coming through the most. So yeah, that's happening. Man, this is awesome. Okay, I did it. I made an actual item sorter, and it actually works. Look at that. Look at that. I'm super proud. Super proud. And through the miracle of time, and specifically time travel, it's done. It's all done. Like, the decor is done. It's done. And it looks great. Well, I say it's done. There's actually there's 2 other farms. There's room here for more. And I kind of feel like my sugarcane farm is not very efficient. But yeah, we got chickens, we got feathers, and that's cooked chickens, feathers. We've got cacti, we've got sugarcane, we've got melon, string, iron, pumpkins, poppies, honey, all coming here, delivered. And of course, the netherite throne looking pretty stellar and very netherite out. As the most amazing evil AFK spot of all time. So this works out really, really great. And yeah, I've actually already put this to use. We've got some good stuff going. I've actually filled up this melon thing once or twice before. And in fact, decided that this, because this is now producing really, really well, I need to do something with all the produce. And, I thought this was probably a good time to make updates in the old Central City Trade Village, as it were. So let's head out that way. And yeah, then from there we'll go to the Legion of Doom, because I know we really need to get back to the Legion. Oh, what is this? Ladies and gentlemen. Whoa, okay. We got something very new. And very appropriate. Look at that. TV talk. All right, so I do know a little bit about this because Will has kind of shared this with us, that he was working on this project. That's new too. But this is the new TV Talk building, the latest enterprise here on Flashcraft. Of course, Flashcraft, for those that are unfamiliar, is born out of a kind of collaboration between Flash TV Talk and Legends TV Talk, 2 podcasts that due to the television apocalypse decided to find some other fun things to do. But you know what? TV Talk Incorporated here, rocking and rolling. Look at this. We got offices. Mr. Benson, Mr. Will Benson, host Legends TV Talk. Foxy, the creator. I love it. Oh, and we've got a new resident of Earth 2, I should say, of the Flashcraft Earth 2 server, Chicka Wolfie. So welcome. And of course, she's got an office as well. Kyle, Legends TV Talk. Let's see what's going on up here. Mr. York, producer, creator, Flashcraft, Flash TV Talk. Love it. And then, of course, Mr. Matthew Beall of the same, and of course, Legends TV Talk. So let's take a look at my office. So admittedly, Will did say it's, he kind of created the space for us and for us to decorate. So at some point in the near future, I need to come up here and actually set up my office. But this is really nice. I know this is prime real estate. I very much appreciate that Will has definitely kind of hooked us up here. Me and Beall, I'm assuming. I haven't actually been in Beall's office, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to. To be honest, I kind of feel like there's a rule, like an unspoken rule, that here in the corporate offices, you don't go in each other's office. You can explore each other's bases all you want, but you don't go in each other's offices. And check this out right here. So this podcast studio is looking awesome. And if you've seen recently, I did a kind of a podcast, how to make a podcast studio in Minecraft. And what is pretty awesome is that Will kind of took that and upgraded what this studio space is. And it looks awesome. Honestly, I think this looks better than what even I created. Love what he did with the screens here and everything. This just looks incredible. Absolutely incredible. Love the decor. Fascinating. He did a great job. Producer station. Oh, look at this. Yeah, this is where, your producer would stand back and handle everything right here. This is great. And maybe this little microphone for the producer to jump on and be like, hey guys, you can't actually do that, or whatever, whatever that might be. So very awesome. And of course, an amazing view of the Central City Trade District as well. This is just looking fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. I love this. Good job, Will. This looks incredible. And yeah, TV Talk Incorporated here has been established. And we've got too much to do today, so I won't be setting up the office today, but I do want to do that sometime very, very soon. TV Talk Incorporated, I love it. You'd love to see it. I think it's gonna. I'm still thinking I might do something with those windows to make it a little bit. I've never really liked the bedrock take on windows and kind of the grid. And I've yet to find a good connected glass kind of, I guess, texture pack that I really, really like. So we might need to do something with that glass to make it look a little bit nicer. But overall, I think this looks really great. I think you did a great job. Okay, so this is why I wanted to bring you here, though. And that is that I have taken the honey cart that I used to have right here and blown it up a little bit into a farmer's market with everything, or not everything, but most of the things. Probably soon there'll be everything that you can get at Zalman Farms. Because it's like Mount Zoom. It's all coming from Mount Zoom, so Zalman Farms. Come on down to Zalman Farms. We scan our timeline and make sure you have the best prices you're going to find right here at Zalman Farms. We won't kill you this time. Anyway, so yeah, pumpkins, you got your iron, you got your honey, of course. You've got, we deliver any of the items as well, especially deliveries upon request. We've got melons and like really great deals. 3 for a diamond, 3 stacks for a diamond. Look at that. That is insane prices here that you can get. Let's see how we're doing though. This is the payment box. I bet, this has been out here for maybe a week or so and we haven't made any sales. Well, give it time. Give it time. We may need to figure out a way to increase the productivity of Zalman Farms, but I'm sure we will. Hey, there's been some beautification going on. This tree seems new. It looks nice. Speaking of money, we have been making money. Okay. Oh, wow. Yep. Let's see. Yes, I have not been tending to my shop here the way that I should. We're out of stock and certain colors and certain items, and we have definitely been making diamonds. So yeah, this needs to be a project here in the near future as well, getting the shop up to speed. I think I actually had that as part of my vision planning, making sure that was done. So yeah, that's, again, no time today, but that is definitely something that needs to happen in the near future. And then also, there has been talk about wanting to update the Mailbox service here because people think that it's a little too insecure with the notion that anybody can just kind of go into your... Why does Beall have gold? Why does Beall have gold with Foxy's name on it? Huh. Beall actually was the one that suggested that we need to figure out a way to make the post office so that people can't just go into your mailbox. And I'm just realizing I've just gone into his mailbox. You know what? Can we all just pretend we did not see that? Let's just pretend we didn't see that. I mean, we definitely did see that, but let's just pretend like we didn't see that. Whatever's going on between him and Foxy, that's between them. All right, but this is me, and it's been a minute since I've been able to check. Oh, hello. Potions. Yeah, this is looking good. Kyle's actually been working on some potions, and he's definitely hooked me up here. Do I have any shulker boxes on me or anything like that? No, but I do have some space in here. Let me toss some of these potions. So these are all actually going to the saloon. I really want to make the saloon, as you've seen, the saloon is already kind of a place to conduct business, especially when dealing in the netherite. But oh wow, I am way behind here. But I do want the saloon to also have beverages available to folks that stop by as well. So Kyle is helped by hooking me up there. Okay. Oh man, there's so much to do, but I do feel like we need to just kind of scan these really quick and see what's the latest and greatest. Central City Citizen, Issue 4. Dark Night is coming. A strange light appears over the commercial district of Central City. It appears a copy of the famous Gotham City bat signal appears this past weekend over the shops of Central City. Okay, we saw this. We saw this. I spoke to Batman this past week, and he informed me that he is looking into the possibility of relocating to this. Wait, have we already read this? I feel like we may have already read this. Your ad here. Leave an unsigned book and quill in the Central City Citizen mailbox if you want to advertise here. All right, so we got Batman. We got Batman going on, popping up. I noticed the bat signal is in fact gone now, so I don't know if that Batman is come and gone or what the situation is there. And then the league is still active. All right, so let's catch up on the latest, though. So that was kind of a bit of an older citizen. Let's see what the latest citizen is. New podcast studio in town. During our run on the end last week, my co-host and I talked about doing a podcast while in town. So I decided to put up a venue. Oh, this is great. All right, so of course, the new TV Talk location, as we are well aware, is out there. I decided to use the first 2 floors to build office and dressing rooms for each of our main residents. There's a bed, clothes, hanger, and a chest in each room. The hope is this makes this a hub for our people to put things they want kept away from their vendors. Interesting. I think that's a great idea. The studio is open and we'll go through some upgrades in the coming weeks. We will update as we get them. And then, of course, oh, hey! New farmers market. They're talking about that's us. Solomon Farms is open for business. The former owner of the honeybee store in town has expanded. He's selling not only honey products, but now pumpkins, melons, and even iron. The prices seem reasonable and it's exciting. We recommend you check it out. All right, thanks for that. Congratulations, Seed HD. During a run to the end last week by the hosts of Legends TV Talk, it came out that one of the hosts will be getting married on Halloween. We are happy to announce that Seed HD married his longtime love. Christy and Matt are doing well. We're very excited for the family and hope they enjoy many, many happy anniversaries. And Will is excited to give his best man toast. Note, he wasn't asked. Well, if it makes you feel better, neither was I. But man, yes, it is true, ladies and gentlemen. Our very own Seed HD, a.k.a. Ring That Bell, a.k.a. Beall, got married this past Halloween. And if you haven't seen the pictures, be sure to check out his Facebook page. I don't know actually if his Facebook page is public or not, but the pictures are beautiful. And man, what a great opportunity to see some amazing joy and love at such a rough time. And so, yeah, they much love to them both. And yeah, we might have to do a little something in game. You know what I mean? Like, we might need to have a little bit of a bachelor party. A Minecraft bachelor party? Maybe? A Flashcraft bachelor party? Could be crazy. Will is definitely not in charge of that. We're a kid-friendly podcast, so that he will not be put in charge of that. All right, and one last thing. The voting booth. All right, Proposition 4, revamp post office, the mailbox contents. Yeah. So this was the latest proposition. As you can see, that is won the day. And I think that is, that's definitely, this needs to be cleared out. And we need to go in and go ahead and say that this is, in fact, the case. Okay. And I mean, I think it's self-explanatory, so no need to do anything there. We can wipe this out. All right, Proposition 5. So here's the thing. I think this is good. We're getting like a lot of desire expressed in terms of what Flashcrafters want going around here in Central City. But I do think that, you know, we need kind of people in charge of like these various, I don't know, various tasks. So for example, we kind of need a postmaster general. We kind of need I think we need a city planner. You know, somebody who can kind of make sure that the roads are upkept and some general beautification, that sort of thing. And, you know, we're still at war, so we need a warlord. An officer of war? Is it a war chief? Chief? Chef. We need a war chef. No. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do for now. This is what I'm going to do for now. Okay, there we go. Proposition 005. Beall should be named Postmaster General and placed in charge of the Central City Post Office updates, both now and ongoing. Green is yes, red is no, and that seems to make a lot of sense. So I am going to go ahead and knock this out real quick because, of course, I think yes, Beall should be named Postmaster General. This is his idea, and I think great ideas should be rewarded with extra responsibility and work. So that is what he is going to have to do. All right. Now, all of that being done, even though we're heading to the Hall of Justice right now, it's only so that we can get to that nether portal because it is very much time to head out to the Legion of Doom. All right. I am very excited to show off our progress here because, of course, we have got these new platforms up on either side of kind of our central tube here. And then we finally have the nether portal completed. As you recall, we had to turn back time from our issues in the past. And I think it looks really, really great. I think it looks really, really good. And I love that whole piping system. The idea that the corruption is kind of seeping into the floor a little bit here. So this turned out great. We still need to replace these lights with sea lanterns. I think that's going to look a lot better than these look right here. But for now, it's working okay. And you've got this kind of, I guess, conveyor or system, perhaps, if you kind of use your imagination, this is kind of either going outside of the Legion of Doom and kind of being delivered somewhere there, or perhaps it's coming in and then going through the portal. You can really kind of almost tell your own story as to how you want this to be going down. There's going to be some more platforms like that with gold that I'm going to have kind of scattered about. But these kind of large platforms up here, these are going to be kind of some of the work areas that I've discussed before. Now, the idea is that the Legion of Doom is not like the Hall of Justice. The heroes of the Hall of Justice, they work together. There's going to be kind of some uniformity going on. This is a hodgepodge. The Legion of Doom is a bunch of criminals kind of working together out of necessity, not out of a desire to actually have camaraderie. And so, in a similar sense, that's not. To be clear, that's not the Flashcrafters, mind you. But the Flashcrafters are going to take a similar mindset behind how we design this. So I've got kind of the bottom portion. I've done the portion that you see behind me, and I'm also going to be doing this empty area, and I'm going to be working on that hopefully a little bit here in just a few minutes. But these two platforms, Will and Kyle, are going to be taking one and the other, with, if I'm remembering correctly, Kyle working on kind of a magic-inspired section that'll be for enchanting and making potions. And on the opposite side will be really more of what Will be doing, which is going to be more of a crafting area that's ideally going to be kind of inspired by tech villains and that sort of thing. It's not a massive space, but to some extent that's kind of nice. I have found that the massive spaces are actually the more intimidating than the smaller spaces. Now, I know that Will in particular is really good at larger builds, so I'm very kind of curious if he'll be able to get comfortable with the confines here. I think he's going to do a great job, and Kyle was ready to jump very quickly on the idea of doing an enchanting. And I'm not saying that that's going to be enchanting and that's going to be the engineering. I mean, it could be that's enchanting and that's could be engineering. It's really whoever gets here first and however they want to establish it. And honestly, if that's not how the Legion of Doom would actually operate, I don't know. I don't know what is. The other thing I'm kind of starting to think about too is the centralized tube. I did it red originally just because, the whole Darth Vader kind of feel to the place. But I'm kind of starting to think maybe we should do it purple to kind of go along with, the current theme that's established here. But I don't know. I'm going to leave it red for now and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But this right here is kind of the next big thing that I need to be working on. After a lot of consideration, I've decided that I want the meeting space to be right here. And I like that because, for one thing, when you got kind of Lex Luthor standing in the center, he can see kind of all of the criminals, and he can also kind of see the operations of the Legion of Doom happening right here. It's a good kind of visual spot for him. Now, at the same time, wouldn't you want it the other way around, right? Like, so that you have Lex Luthor standing here and you've got all of these massive operations happening behind him. I don't know. I think Lex would be a little selfish if I'm being totally honest. I think he wouldn't have this type of setup. I think it'd be the other way around. So, okay. So now where to put it? The other thing too is, well, hang on now. If we actually do where the Legion of Doom is right here and we did like a monitor right there, that actually could be kind of cool. You know what? I may have changed my mind on everything. Maybe Lex Luthor would want to be seen in such a way with all the grandiose things happening behind him. For example, a Skelly that's just randomly here because Solomon Grundy keeps wandering off to the Nether and not protecting me. Hiya, fellas. You can obviously see that a creeper's been here as well. This thing is just a nightmare to try to keep lit. All right, so I'm changing my mind entirely. So if we actually have a scenario where the table goes here, we could do a big monitor right here with like a giant map, which I think would be pretty awesome, especially if it's a map of the Legion of, or rather of the Hall of Justice, like they're plotting against the Hall of Justice. And a few of these are going to be placeholder because I do want to intersplice this with like some different looking blocks. All right, so remember, this is not, you know, we're gonna mix and match some things here. This is not gonna be wood. There's gonna be some red blocks interspliced into here as well. But the idea is, and then these are gonna be a different type of stair chair, as will this. But this will be kind of where Lex would stand and address everybody. So yeah, so if we had kind of more of like a lit up screen right here, that would be kind of cool. That would be pretty cool. We are in desperate need of sea lanterns. Like, that is one thing that is becoming very clear to me, is that we really need sea lanterns. Because even these guys, I kind of want to throw this up here just to kind of get a sense, but at the same time, like, this would not be what it is. But you might have something like a big map board right here. Fox could probably help out with that because he's really good at the maps. And it would be a map of the Hall of Justice with kind of the Legion of Doom right here. And you get kind of a nice picture of, you know, the Legion planning with operations in the background, which is kind of great. That could work. I think we're onto something here. I think we've kind of figured this out. So we need sea lanterns. We need red nether brick. We've got the nether. Actually, I could probably do we've got these things, the nether wart, to actually make the materials from that standpoint. So we're good there. So that is something that we mostly need, though, is sea lanterns. We really need those sea lanterns very, very bad. So I'm going to get on working on trying to, I guess, collect those as best I can in the off time here in between recording. And then also, this is something that is very much needed, which is our kind of official entryway. Now, I do see that Fox has made some progress on connect. Good night. Look at all this. All right, so assuming that I don't die, I wanted to take a look at this because I noticed earlier, yeah, Fox has done a really great job of kind of connecting these outside portions. I think it actually looks really, really good here. I know he kind of went for more of like a diamond as opposed to kind of rounding it, but honestly, I think it kind of works as long as he can get this top portion right. And I know that's probably the trickiest thing, but I think he's done a really, really good job. I like it. I like it a lot. The main thing is that once you actually enter in, I also like how he's got some different types of blackstone going as opposed to just all one kind of blackstone. But the thing is, once you get in, we need kind of an entryway that works both ways, that will go up and down and also looks cool. And I think the actual interior of this section is something else that I need to be working on and figuring out. So we shall see what comes of this. I'm thinking maybe just kind of continuing down the tube all the way down, which I laid out these lights to kind of showcase like where they would actually land. And so I think that's something that can be easily done, but that's going to be a project for another time. We will get it done soon. Thanks so much for checking in today, and hope you've enjoyed all of these wonderful updates as we've made progress here at the Legion of Doom. We've got our own Mount Zoom rocking and rolling and auto farms and everything else. And yeah, a lot of projects for the future, but I'm looking forward to doing them with you guys. So until next time, goodbye.